Well, you can't get much farther from war-torn Kabul than the small town of Langford on Vancouver Island. But sometimes the hand of generosity has a longer reach than you might think. Duncan McHugh explains.
They're the men of Langford Fire Rescue, a mostly volunteer fire department in a small town on Vancouver Island. But boy, have they got heart.
Access is going to be very limited.
Not only do they fight fires, no, Chief Bob Beckett has a humanitarian streak. When folks here proposed sending aid to war-torn Afghanistan, the chief got to thinking about firefighters in Kabul.
It was just a natural that let's do something positive for a community that doesn't have anything.
Kabul's firefighters really didn't have anything other than this rickety old truck. This was one of their fire stations, empty, but for men risking their lives to fight fires.
You come here to Langford and you've got gear stalls full of equipment, and you've got fire trucks, and you've got extra equipment in the back rooms and things like that, and they had nothing.
Literally, they had nothing. They would go into a fire dressed like this.
So the Langford firefighters put a call out to their colleagues across Canada, asking them to donate gear to send to Afghanistan. Stuff like protective overalls, helmets, breathing apparatus, even boots. The response was overwhelming.
From departments big and small, over $300,000 worth of gear poured in. With help from the Canadian Forces, 3 Langford firefighters hand-delivered it.
It was kids under a Christmas tree at Christmas. You know, this is the first equipment that we've had in 20-some-odd years.
They stayed 10 days, training the Afghans and gaining a deep respect for their colleagues.
Listening to the stories of them fighting fires and being shot at or being under rocket attack, and still the conviction to go about doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Now, back in Langford, they're rounding up even more equipment for more Afghan fire departments.
Because of our efforts, they may be able to save a life over there, and you just can't put a price on a life.
They hope to deliver it in October to firefighters in another hotspot, Kandahar. Duncan McHugh, CBC News, Langford, BC.